You're watching today's Homesteader channel here at Peaceful Valley Ranch in Cotopaxi, Colorado, starring yours truly, Johnny Jules. Alright, Homesteader family, so I'm going to make a quick video, or I should say it's not going to be quick, but for one of my YouTube subscribers that's interested in the property for sale next to me, I'm going to go ahead and walk the land for you so you can see what the land looks like, because I know from across the country you're not going to be able to tell off of satellite imagery and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and show you a quick video. I'll be back. Okay, here we go. So this is the land. The number and everything isn't any good anymore, but this is the sign that's been here. So basically there's the cattle guard here. Here's my driveway that I come in. So you would go through the cattle guard and basically up this fence line is where my property joins. This is somebody else's property here. I got to drive up through the easement to get to my property. But there's cable or power right here. And then the property goes way down over that way. And I'll walk up the fence line to give an idea of what it's like out here. And the electric line runs along this whole fence line, because when I build my house, I'll be tapping into one of the boxes that are up here. But the owner that owned this and the owner that had my property, together they brought electricity out here from town. So they paid a lot of money to have it all done. But all this land out here, all these hills, is all part of the 40 acres. It's just shy of 40 acres. Nothing out here is exactly 40 or 50. Mine's 49.99. So just different things to look to. But you have all this land here, and I mean the views are the same views that I have. And then my property is down here by this bush. What's up, go goats? I hear you, go to goats. And you can see they have markers here saying the electric lines along this fence. But it's all this nice openness. And then once you get back in here, you get into the trees and everything like that. And this is where the properties match with mine, because this is my property line going down. And this is all part of the 40 acres. And the hills up there are all part of it. And here's one of the electric boxes. This is the junction box that I'll be tapping into for my place, because I'll be building my house inside the ground right there where all those flags are. So I'll pay the $3,800 to tap and go over to there. And then the owner, I guess, decided that the best place for the house would be up over here. So he had the meter box and everything brought in. There's all these trees and everything in here. And you can see the fence line way up there. So the 40 acres goes all the way up to that corner. So I'm not going to walk this whole property, because that's just too much walking. I got more stuff to get done around my place. But I figured I'd show the area And I mean, up here is just amazing. It's a little bit higher than where I'm building my house. So even if whoever buys this property builds a house up here by this meter, you know, it won't matter because the hill's in the way of seeing anything at my place. Because my house will be almost level with the ground where the roof is going to be. Because it's going to be an underground house as an improvised earthship. So you can see anywhere up here. You can't even see the electric box, my house, the animal pen, nothing. So, I mean, it's just a beautiful view from this property also. The only downside I see right now is you can see two houses right there. You can see one house there and one house farther up above that one. So that would be the only downfall in my mind for whoever buys it. You know, they would have to figure out theirs. But you got your electric box here. Like I said, this is where the original owner figured a house would go. So he paid to have all this put in here. But I mean, this is the view. Big storm coming in, but when the storm's not there, you can see the mountains better. But see, if this was me, and I bought this piece of property, what I would do so I don't see those two houses is right here in this hill, since this is facing south, that faces south, what I would do is I would excavate into that hillside, put my earthship there, so you have the sunlight further south, and you wouldn't have to worry about seeing any houses, and you would basically be able to have what I have. And now that I'm over here on this property, I'm a little more jealous because there's a lot more trees over here than on my property. So let's go down and see what type of water is on this property. And there's some big trees. Oh, there goes a rabbit. So there's food on here. Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest. And some of these trees are pretty big trees. So, yeah, I'm a little bit jealous now because there's a lot of trees over here. And I hope like hell there's not a mountain lion in one of these trees right now because I don't have my pistol on me. I've already dealt with one last year back in October. But I mean, you got tons of trees on this property. And then this is the creek / stream that's running through. We're coming up on. And I mean, it's a nice long stream in through here. And you've got a nice little area that the water's built up here and washed out. Probably a good 10, maybe 15 feet by probably about 4, maybe 5 foot wide. And you can see all the aspen leaves are starting to change colors and all that. And you can see the fence line way up there. So the property line is all the way down through here. So all this is part of the 40 acres. And you can hear that water running. But I mean, in something like this, you could run hydroelectric just like I'm doing. And you can see, let's go down here, because so here's the water running. It's like a nice running brook. And you got this is about like a foot deep maybe. And this is probably about a foot deep also. You can see these big rocks down in there. So this is where all the antelope and stuff are. You can see hoof prints there. I mean, there's little hoof prints everywhere. But we have deer, elk, antelope, all different things that come through here. But I mean, this creek runs for a while through this property. And then up here's the fence line to my property. There's all this water. Nice and deep. And basically, you got the fence that goes up and the fence line that continues up that way. So all of that is all part of the 40 acres. So with that, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna get back to work. I just want to take a moment and say thank you guys for watching my videos, for donating, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it, and it really means a lot to me. And remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be.